Hi, this is the third time I'm trying to record this video and I don't even care about the background anymore or how I look, but I left a cat in there so the video will be more interesting. In this video, I'm going to be teaching you how to fundraise for any cause, for anything that you need to fundraise for. I don't know, whatever you need money for. And I've listed down 8 methods that can help you get started. So in the first half of the video, we're going to be talking about these methods. By far, my favorite method is events. The cons of this method is that you need a proper team to handle this, to organize this event. You need a small initial investment and you need a space for this. But this method is great if you're looking to make a lot of money in a short amount of time. And it also helps you get better known in your community because your community then engages with you through this event. So the more successful that your event is, the more known you are after this event and the more money you have in hand. So what do you need to prep for this? You need legal permissions to make sure that you have access to the space and you can legally hold this event in this space. And usually that looks like a no objection certificate from the police or from your district commissioner. You need proper marketing to ensure that people do end up at your event, that people know that this event is happening and that they come on the right date and everything. And then you need vendors or activities planned out, what you're going to be doing at this event, what's going to be happening at this event, what is it going to be about, and how you're going to be using the money afterwards. You can also look at ticketing. You can also look at sponsors for this event, anyone who would be interested in hosting or sponsoring an event like this, like any corporate organization or whatever. There's a lot that you can do with events. Number 2 is a bake sale. So the cons of this method is that you need to know how to bake, or you need to know someone who's going to be willing to bake for you for this bake sale. And this method is best for schools, universities, workplaces, even on the street, anywhere with medium to high traffic, so that a lot of people can at least see what's happening. And then your profit also depends on what kind of place you place this bake sale at and how well you market it. So what you need to prep for this is obviously baked goods for starters. Then you need a sufficient amount of marketing so that people know that there is a bake sale that's going to be happening at this specific location, so they know where to come at a specific time, because you're not going to be there all day. And then you need a poster, something to hang by your table wherever your baked goods are, to make sure that people know what this bake sale is for and why you're doing it and what's happening over here. Lastly, you need awareness materials so that people understand what cause you're working towards, why you need the funds, how you're going to be using the funds, and what the cause is all about. So number 3 is a stall at an event or a farmer's market or any sort of Sunday market that's near you. All you have to do is reach out to the organizers of this market and then ask them if you can host a fundraiser, a small fundraiser stall at their space for whatever cause that you're doing it for. What you need to make sure with this one is that the audience of the market is going to be receptive to your cause. Because if your cause does not align with the market itself, or like the theme or idea or vibe of the market itself, then your stall might not do very well. So the cons of this stall is that you need a small initial investment, really small, and your stall needs to be interesting enough for people to stop by to see you and be like, oh, what's happening over here? So this method is again great for getting known by the group of people, the audience that the market invites, and your profit really depends on the market itself, the place itself, and the footfall of the event. Now what you need for this is pretty much the same as the baked goods activity. So you need a poster that defines what your cause is, that tells people, that draws people in on what's happening. It creates this curiosity, but also this understanding there's something happening over here, there's something interesting happening over here, and this is the cause that we're working towards. And you need awareness materials, and you need an interesting activity happening at the stall. This can be literally anything, but again, it depends on the market itself. Like you can host a karaoke, you can do like a make your own cupcake sort of situation, you can be drawing caricatures of other people, you could be hosting gaming competitions. It could be anything, as long as it's fun and it fits the audience that's there. Number 4 is merchandise. Now the cons of having merchandise as a fundraising option is that it needs a high initial investment, and you need to be already well known in order for this to work, because people are not going to buy from you if they do not care about you. or your brand. So this method is best for a cause that is already a brand on Instagram or TikTok, social media of any kind, that it's already well known. A lot of people follow it, but you're not making money off of it yet, and you need to fundraise, so you can create merch off of this cause or idea or whatever you have on social media, and create products out of this, sell products out of this. And people would be more willing to buy these products if there's a cause behind them, if you're putting the money, the profits from these products toward the specific problem that you're solving or whatever. What you need to prep for this is that you need a vendor, and you need good designs for your merchandise. And your merchandise also needs to kind of align with your audience, because let's say you have mostly an environmental activist sort of following on social media, and you create t-shirts. I mean, everybody likes t-shirts, but they're not exactly the most environment friendly option to create a product out of. So maybe you could have something like a build your own herb garden product, or a composting setup, something like that, something that fits your audience. So make sure that your product isn't just a generic mugga. It is something that your audience would actually want. Vertical garden, my husband chimes in. Number 5 is monthly donors. The cons of this is that this cause already needs to be close to people's hearts, or you need a group of people who really care about this cause enough to sign up on a monthly basis to help you solve whatever problem that you're solving. This method is best for stable, low profit earnings on a monthly basis that you know is just going to keep coming in, and because the monthly donations can be like super low as well, so it's really easy to maintain for the people who are donating. And all you need to prep for this is a list of possible donors. So you could reach out to people, your friends, your family, people on your social media, and just ask them to spread the word about this monthly donation thing and how they can be part of a solution just by donating this much on a monthly basis to solve a problem that is collectively faced by their community. So it's important for your monthly donor list to be part of your community already. Number 6 is partnerships. The cons for partnerships is that your cause needs to be marketable, or it needs to be something that is appealing to corporate organizations. This method is best if you already have corporate connections, or if you're good at pitching, marketing yourself, marketing your cause, or if your cause aligns with something that an organization or a corporation is already interested in, as CSR, corporate social responsibility. What you need to prep for this is a pitch deck and a list of possible corporations to reach out to, so that you can send them an email, set a date to meet up, etc., etc. Number 7 is workshops. The cons for this is that you need really good management skills in order to pull this off. This method is best for if you want to build credibility within your community, within your circles, within your audience, and you also want to empower people with some sort of skill that you're leaving them with that is going to help them fight the same cause that you're fighting. What you need to prep for this is a space to host these workshops. You need a list of experts who will be teaching these workshops, and then you need to do marketing so that people know that these workshops are happening, and all the management that goes behind it, Google Forms, getting everybody on the same page, making sure emails are sent out on time, all of that pizzazz. Number 8, and the last one, is door-to-door fundraising. The cons for this is that your cause or your issue or your problem needs to be very generalized, something that a lot of people care about, or that people generally care about, so that you will have some level of success with this method. The other con is that it is slow and very boring. This method is best if you do not have a lot of time and you're just boring. What you need to prep for this is an elevator pitch, something that when you knock on the door, you can just say it in 30 seconds flat about why you're here, who you are, what you want, and like why you're fundraising and everything. You need to make people care in 30 seconds. And a lot of the times there may be people in the family, in the household, who care about this issue, but they don't come and open the door. and the person who comes and opens the door does not care about the issue. So this is like a very hit or miss method for me personally. So your cause needs to be like super general and something that everybody cares about in order for this to work. Now we get to the second part of the video, which is about social media. You need to be very easy to find on social media for your cause to be credible enough for a lot of people to be involved in it. I'm not going to be teaching you methods of creating content or managing your social media in this video, but I'll just give you a few tips to get started. Consistency is key. The more you post, the more frequently actually that you post. It's not about the quantity as much. You can post once a week, but then keep posting every week. We've already talked about how you need to make sure that you are locatable. People can find you very easily on all major social media platforms, and at least 1 or 2 platforms need to be super active. By active, I mean you need to be posting at least 3 to 4 times a week so that people know that you're alive and you're active with this cause. Create content that clearly showcases what your brand is about, what your cause is about, why you need to raise funds, and why your audience should care about this. It needs to be super clear on what you plan to do with this money. Donation details need to be super clear, plastered on your bio even. Having a link tree really helps in this case, or auto message option on Instagram where if they click a certain phrase that's already pre-written, they can get the donation details in their DMs. Be extra transparent, be extra accountable, and showcase how you're spending this money as well, where this money is going, and what is the impact that this money is making. And trust me, becoming a content creator is going to help your cause so much. And now lastly, let's address some questions that you might have from the first half of the video. How do I build a team? You build a team by reaching out to people on your social media, people in your school, in your university, in your workplace, people that you know, people on your WhatsApp messaging list, your contact list. Just broadcast it that you're looking for someone to help you with this specific problem, with this specific cause, that you're trying to do something about this through this method, and people are sure to, you're sure to find someone who cares about it, right? So just have a Google form, have people sign up for it, and then get back to those people as soon as possible. Your friends and family are going to be your biggest asset because those are the people that you can kind of force and push into helping you in the beginning. But after that, once you have it rolling, it's going to be easier to find people who want to help you with it. How do I market, or how do I do marketing? Create content, post on social media, post on stories, reach out to people, reach out to influencers, tell people that this thing is happening, post it on different event groups on Facebook, post it on different event groups on Instagram. Reach out to people who you think might be interested in something like this. Have it posted on bulletins in cafes or anywhere that people might go. Paste the posters anywhere that you find might have like a lot of traffic going through, like a lot of walking traffic going through, so that people might see the poster a lot. There's a lot of ways to do it. See where people might see the thing happening the most. See where people might get information the most, and then try to use that platform or that method to amplify your event. How do I create a poster? You go to Canva, and if you're really not into spending a lot of time on this, you can go to one of their pre-made posters and you can just select one of them and just change the details in them. How do I make a pitch deck? Same thing. Go to Canva, look at different pitch decks, look at different pitch decks online outside of Canva as well, what they should include, what is the relevant information from your cause or your problem that you should include in this, and that's your pitch deck. Make sure that it is relevant to your audience. Your audience needs to see information that is relevant to them. How do I reach out to experts? LinkedIn, Instagram, contacts. Ask your parents, ask your friends, ask your aunts and uncles, anyone that you think might know someone who might know someone. Just try to network as much as possible within your friends and family groups. Or look into your existing pool of volunteers and ask if anyone has any special skills that they'd like to teach. How do I find space for an event? You ask around. you check with different spaces. You go to different spaces, ask who owns them, and then ask if you can use them. Or if it's like a public space, like a park or something, you can just submit a no objection certificate for that and just host your event there. What legal things do I need to care about before doing an event? The NOC, the no objection certificate. That's your most important thing. How do I find a vendor for merchandise? You can go on AliExpress, Daraz, Alibaba, any of the websites like this that sell things in bulk. You can also go on Instagram, look for vendors for the specific product that you are going to be selling as merchandise. So look at people who sell products like that and try to network with them into giving you better deals on like a mass delivery of these products which are branded in your name. So that's it for this video. If you have any other questions that I may not have answered already, please comment them or reach out to me on Instagram. I try to respond to all my DMs unless they're really stupid. In that case, I don't. Hope that helps, and tell me if you tried any of these methods, and if you need help in organizing anything, we can always have a one-to-one meeting as well, and where I would love to help you get sorted on fundraising for social causes. That's what I do. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.
Bye bye.